Greetings, my friends. For the longest time, all we've kept hearing about California is the big one is coming, as in the big, huge earthquake that's going to cause massive destruction, or a big tsunami that might come from a eruption along the Ring of Fire in the Pacific Basin. And I remember a long time ago, back in the 80s, of watching the World Series on TV, the California World Series. And all of a sudden, a big earthquake happened. And that one is minor compared to the ones expected are coming. But what's coming right now is not an earthquake or it's not a tsunami, like the title of this video says. Experts warn California of the biggest disaster in the history of the entire world. And this disaster, they're saying, would be over $1 trillion in damage, not counting the massive amount of human life as well. Let's take a look and see what we have here. They're calling for a massive California flood. It is estimated that a flood like the one that happened in 1862 would be over $1 trillion disaster, according to UCLA. An extreme month-long storm could bring feet of rain, in some places more than 100 inches, to hundreds of miles of California. Similarly, unrelenting storms have happened in the past, before the region became home to tens of millions of people. California's Great Flood of 1862 stretched up to 300 miles long and 60 miles across. According to the study, a similar flood now would displace 5 to 10 million plus people, cut off the state's major freeways for perhaps months, with massive economic damage, and submerge major Central Valley cities as well as parts of Los Angeles. The study expands upon the 2010 arc storm scenario, which is named after the atmospheric rivers of moisture that would fuel the flood, one of biblical proportions. Parts of cities such as Sacramento, Stockton, Fresno, LA, and others would be underwater, even with today's extensive collection of reservoirs, levees, and bypasses. Again, it's estimated it would be well over $1 trillion in costs and damages alone, which would make it worse than any disaster in the history of the world. Now, as a Christian, I believe that God judges evil and wicked. I believe that with all my heart. And in my humble opinion, I can't think of a state in this union more wicked than California. Just the dumb things that they make out there as far as laws and rules go, and just all the evil things that come out of there. And I've said before many times that things start in California, the wicked and the evilness, and it spreads east and from west to east, and also north and south, and it just makes this country a big cesspool. It spreads to New York, and New York City's a bad place as well. In my humble opinion, it comes down from there down to New Orleans, which is, I think, probably, in my humble opinion, even more than Haiti, the voodoo capital of the world. But California is where it all starts at. And the trends start there. And they also move west out across the ocean, too, and across the oceans every direction. People pick up on things that California does. And I believe, in my heart of hearts, this is a very distinct possibility. People in California, I believe, should first of all find Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Second of all, have a plan to be able to escape and get out of there if this kind of thing happens. Or third, just find somewhere else to live right now. It's just, things are happening so fast. The rapture's upon us, and people need to be prepared, because when this kind of stuff happens, as we know, there's not a lot of times highways get cut off, like you said, you can't get out, and you're stuck. And if you're stuck in that kind of flooding that can be 100 inches, you're talking about up to 9 feet of flooding. Man, think about it. I'm 6'4". That's almost 3 feet over my head. Times are truly short, my friends. We're on the threshold of the rapture, and this is some really, really, really serious stuff people need to contemplate, prepare for, but above all, like I said, prepare your souls to meet your maker, because when something happens and we pass on to the next world, everybody has their own opinion. I believe the Bible. I live it, breathe it, eat it, sleep it, drink it. And the Bible says that when we die, that our spirits and souls go to one or two places. They go to a holding area in heaven to wait until we get our eternal bodies and we live forever there, or to a holding place called hell, where we wait to get our eternal bodies as well, those who end up there after they get the great white throne judgment, and then they spend forever in a place called the lake of fire, which is 1,000,000 times worse than hell, is what the Bible says. Jesus is our only hope, my friends. If you've never been saved, you're backslidden, pray the prayer, do the 6 steps in the box below the video. No one's guaranteed more time in your life. If you like prayer, contact me. I pray for you every day. I love you with all my heart, and look up, true Christians. Our redemption draweth nigh. We fly soon. May God bless you. Can't wait to give you all a big hug in heaven. Share this and get the word out, and take care. Love you.